King Charles might in the long run choose to deny the Sussexes children their royal titles due to the continued row with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, creator Katie Nicholl claimed. According to tradition, as kids of the sovereign's son, Archie and Lilibet are entitled to be called Prince and Princess automatically, and as such, may be styled His Royal Highness and Her Royal Highness. But even as William's kids' titles have swiftly been modified to of Wales at the royal family's website, Archie and Lily's have remained unchanged. Vanity Fair's royal correspondent Katie Nicholl informed Palace Confidential, "It might be very interesting to peer what the king does and whether or not he makes use of that as a type of very last conciliatory move, and without a doubt do bring Harry and Meghan back in. But I assume a lot of it comes right all the way down to a matter of trust. And there's a sense, that bond of trust has been damaged by the couple. Upon the demise of the Queen, Archie and Lilibet ought to be allowed to apply their new titles, however are still indexed as Master Archie Mountbatten-Windsor and Miss Lilibet Mountbatten-Windsor in the legitimate line of succession. According to a rule hooked up by King George V in 1917, the grandchildren of the sons of this kind of sovereign in the direct male line shall have and experience in all events the fashion and title enjoyed by the kids of dukes of those realms. However, whether or not they'll get the HRH titles is now as much as King Charles, who has the electricity to extrada the rules. There have reportedly been arguments backstage over the problem, with the source telling The Sun Harry and Meghan aren't thrilled about the plain absence of title. The source stated, Harry and Meghan had been concerned about the safety problem, and being prince and princess brings them the right to have positive degrees of royal protection. There were lots of talks during the last week. They have been insistent that Archie and Lilibet are prince and princess. They were relentless after the Queen passed away. Harry and Meghan are adamant their kids have to get the coveted royal name, in part due to the more royal safety they could be entitled to. The Supply informed The Sun, but they were left livid that Archie and Lilibet can't take the name HRH. That is the agreement. They may be prince and princess, however now no longer HRH due to the fact they're now no longer running royals. It stays uncertain whether or not King Charles will envisage to their request, as access to the title isn't always automatic. Past monarchs, inclusive of Queen Elizabeth, have resorted to a royal order called letters patent, permitting them to use a one-of-a-kind set of titles than those they technically had been speculated to hand over. King Charles now faces an exceptional case with Meghan and Harry, who stepped down from their royal obligations in 2020 and gave up on their Royal Highnesses titles. Meghan had formerly alleged her son's title was placed into question before he was born.